Hey folks, it's your boy D here once again, letting you know about what's going on in the gaming world. So, a few months back, after the folks at Nintendo announced that they were going to start putting Super Nintendo games on the Switch, they announced that they were going to release a controller for the Switch that was just like the Super Nintendo back in the days, back in the early 90s. And it sold out incredibly fast. In fact, I think it sold out within 24 hours. And since then, they have been out of stock. Well, it's come to my attention, I believe as of yesterday, these controllers are now back in stock at Nintendo's website. And I'll post a link below. And so go out there and get it. It's about 30 bucks, but this is a great piece of nostalgia. I remember when I got my Super Nintendo back in the days. Yes, I'm old. I got one. I was a teenager. I got a Super Nintendo. I had been playing Super Mario World just about every day at my local Target. And once I got it in my house, that's all I did. I played Super Mario World. I found all the star levels. I don't know if I mastered it 100%, but I got very well close. And I appreciated my Super Nintendo ever since. And actually, I still have it, believe it or not. And I still have quite a few games for it. Um, but I remember playing a lot of good games on there. Like I said, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, what was that? UN Squadron, awesome Capcom game. I remember buying Street Fighter 2, the first one, when that came out on the Super Nintendo. But ultimately, my favorite Super Nintendo game was Final Fantasy 3, and I would be remiss to allow any other game be higher than that. But that's a video for another time. But anyway, I still think it's pretty cool to get this controller. Like I said, it's 30 bucks. It's on the Nintendo website. And if you happen to miss out on it last time, go out there and get it. Now, from my understanding, you have to have the Nintendo service. I think it's like 30 for individuals, like 10 or 20 bucks a year, and for a whole family, it's like $35 a year. My son pays for it, and I'm mooching in on his account. That's okay. He mooches enough off of me anyway. And I think there's a limit of 4 per account. So, yeah, you can't stockpile them and resell them on eBay. So, you're only going to be allowed to get 4, unless, I guess, you open up a whole separate account. Anyway, that's a little bit more effort than I'm willing to put into. But it's still pretty cool. It looks just like the original Super Nintendo controller. It's wireless, which makes it even better because, back in the 90s when you had to deal with wires, I remember many of time pulling the Super Nintendo off of the TV and, it falling to the ground. But what was cool is a lot of those things were very durable back then. They made the Super Nintendo incredibly durable. The first NES, not so much, but like I said, moving on. But you can play a lot of those games that are currently available on the Nintendo Switch. And I know the selection hasn't been the greatest, and maybe we'll get more games down the road. But in the meantime, get that controller now before they sell out. So I got mine. Go out there and get yours. So tell me, what do you think? Do you think this is pretty cool? Are you excited that it's back in stock? Let me know. Post it in the comments below. And if you plan on getting one, let me know. And we'll be gamers in arms, Super Nintendo. And actually, why don't you post in the comments below what your favorite Super Nintendo game was? I would like to hear what you have to say. And remember, if you want to hear more of what I have to say, feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It's all good. And you can also follow me on Twitter at _GXP and just hear whatever random thoughts comes to mind. But anyway, that's it for me for now. And until next time, peace.